Hello, it's me. um, Welcome to remote streaming. I'm happy you're here. I'm happy I'm here. This trigger warning. All the things we will be talking about the passing away of a floof, Wookie Lee. I think over the past several years, and even more recently, we've all been wondering what happened to Wookie Lee. If you're wondering who Wookie Lee was, that was the dog of Jessie Lee Ward. And if you're wondering who Jessie Lee was, she was a top earner in multi-level marketing in several multi-level marketing companies. The one before she passed away, Prove It. And Aaron Bees was on her team. Aaron Bees is a incredible content creator here on YouTube. I will link Aaron in the chat. Aaron got out, and because Aaron got out, I somehow stumbled upon Aaron's channel. And because of Aaron and Aaron's live chat, I got out of Young Living and I started creating content. And I've been running around on squirrel trails and trying to help people get out of MLMs ever since. So I'm very grateful. I'm going to put my headphones on so I can hear my nonsense. I hope Nightbot is Nightbotting. Hold on. Nightbot may take a second. Jessie Lee passed away from, content warning. We're going to be talking about cancer. Content warning, we're going to be talking about cancer and dogs passing away. This may be a heavy stream, and as always, preserve and promote your emotional well-being. Hop out. Nothing is worth messing up your mental health. Certainly not watching a stream, certainly not whatever this is. Hop out. Maybe come back in the future. We do lots of different levels of stream watching here, so maybe something in the future is more your speed. Okay, if you need a rewatch, cool. If you have something better to do on Friday, which I hope you do, fun. If you want to hang out here, you're more than welcome to. Let me play, what was I saying? Let me explain more once we play the disclaimer. This is all my opinion, except for the parts where Courtney lets us know word for word what happened to Wookie. I will probably cry. I will do my best to remain emotionally agile. However, crying is regulatory. If you need to cry as well, you're welcome to. Let me play the disclaimer. Do. Don't slap me.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I've been stuck on your memory, but it's not like I need it. And we may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us.
All right. My first run-in with Jessie Lee Ward was when I was first in multi-level marketing. Back in the day, Mary Kay Cosmetics. I initially thought, oh my God, my camera. Mobile streaming. Yes, allow. I'm about to lose my... No. Hey, DC, are you orange? I don't know. I don't think I'm orange. I thought Jessie Lee was refreshing, and I thought she was authentic, and I followed her when she was in Pure Romance. Anyways, when she was dating or married, I don't remember. Anyways, the longer I followed her, the more I was like, And by the time I was starting to wake up to multi-level marketing, and was watching anti-MLM, I was just like, how come nobody's covering Jessie Lee? How come no one's covering Jessie Lee? How come no one's covering Jessie Lee? And so, and anyways, people started covering her. She had a huge personality. She was engaging to watch. She said that she was she, what did she used to say? She's the greatest network marketer in the world. She was the biggest earner. Y'all remember. Live chat remembers. Anyways, she was very engaging to watch. We covered her a lot. She said a lot of really wild, inappropriate, awful things on the internet. She had the Columbia incident. She said a lot of wild, awful things about Aaron. She had the glitter bathtub incident. It was a whole thing. The number one network marketer in the world, Dawn. Yes, Kazoo's in the chat for Dawn. The number one network marketer in the world. I don't know if she was saying that that's what she was shooting for. Like, you know how they all say they write their little post-it notes and that's what they're shooting for? We don't know. Anyways. Around the time of the Columbia incident, she gets back home and the cluster begins, the downfall begins, the heartbreak begins, because we find out she has cancer. And again, we did a trigger warning at the beginning. I should probably need to pin something, or Jessica, can you pin something? I'll pin something. Trigger warning here. TW cancer. Human cancer and dog cancer. Here we go. I'll just pin it. Okay. Right after she gets home from Columbia, after she takes her team on a surprise 18-hour hike where she doesn't prepare them before. She doesn't prepare them. She doesn't let them bring enough water on the hike, except she lets them potentially ask smart questions. She said the only person who asks the smartest question is someone who asks how many tampons she needs to bring for the hike. And that person figures out how long the hike's going to be because Jessie Lee tells her how many tampons she needs to bring. And one of, I kid you not. And then someone else says something about sweating your pee out through your glands. And Amber's husband, one of the anti-MLM, who's a kidney doctor, is like, that's not how your body processes work. It's a whole thing. Anti-MLM loses their shit. One, how are you a leader when you don't prepare your team? So, and a diabetic didn't have what she needed. And then after they get done with the hike, the diabetic's like, I'm not a diabetic anymore. I know what I'm saying sounds wild. It was wild. Aaron was covering it. I was covering it. Julie Joe was covering it. Lots of anti-MLM. I think Kia's World was covering it. I am underplaying what happened. It was wild. And then Jessie Lee started deleting stuff. And then she started reframing the reality of what actually happened. After that trip, come to find out, she was experiencing serious health issues from November. She was passing blood clots that were major signs that something was wrong. And she was experiencing major issues on the Colombia trip. And too much time had passed. So when she got a whole body scan in February, they said you need to go to MD Anderson and you need to get a consult right now. You need to get surgery. Essentially, you need to get surgery right now. So she goes, and again, live chat, remember, can y'all remind me, does she go to MD Anderson first or does she go into surgery first? I understand. I'm just trying to tell the story. Because the holistic, and I'm going to tell y'all the holistic stuff too. She goes into surgery. And come to find out she has colon cancer. They remove a large section of her intestines. And they go and they test her lymph nodes. And it is malignant. It has spread. MD Anderson? Either way. They removed a lot of her intestine. They spread. The cancer has spread, which is really bad. Colon cancer is very deadly. It is on the rise because of lack of fiber in young adults. It's awful. She goes to MD Anderson here in Houston, which is one of the top cancer hospitals in the world, not just in Texas, not just in the United States, in the whole world. She has, I think Courtney goes with her, or her group goes with her, and then she proceeds to go on the internet and call them chemo pimps. So, she has a huge following. So I email MD Anderson and I send them the link to the video and I tell them what she said. It was disrespectful as fuck. So she's like, no way. I'm not going to go to that hospital. That's fine. It's her choice. So she decides to go a holistic route. Now, I want to be clear. Do what you want to with your body. If you have influence, asterisk your behavior to curb your influence from impacting people who may not realize how much influence you have. Say, this is my decision. It's not something I recommend because I'm not your doctor. I am not a doctor. I'm not your therapist. I am not a therapist. I'm not your registered dietitian. I am not a registered dietitian. Oh my God, kazoo. Okay, I will, after my story, Ginger, remind me again, okay? Let me star you. I'm going to star you, okay, Ginger? Let me read what you said, Tori. Yes, he wanted to treat her cancer aggressively, which is for colon cancer, you have to treat it aggressively. And then she called him a chemo pimp. When I tell you that MD Anderson is the top cancer hospital, especially for colon cancer, and I'm not saying that like, oh my God, I'm so protective over it. I'm telling y'all. Oh, I starred you, Ginger. I will do it. I starred you. I'll remind. I have it starred. So, she begins to do her natural fighting of her cancer. It is the Gerson method. You can look it up. Every multi-level marketing shark out there tries to get their product into her, sends it into her so that they can help her fight her cancer. Enagic, which she's been drinking for years, didn't do shit for her. She says that on the internet. It's disgusting what other MLM reps did. She shows herself juicing. She shows herself in her hyperbaric chamber. She shows herself in her cold plunge. She shows herself in her doing her hydrogen peroxide flush. She shows herself getting a port put in, which she didn't have a nurse to come do all the things, so she got it removed. Her coffee enemas. She went for this treatment. She went to talk to these doctors overseas. This is all important for the lead up to Courtney talking specifically. I am not trying to trick y'all. Courtney tells us exactly what happened to Wookie. When I was on the members only, we didn't think that Courtney was going to admit to anything. We're like, oh, maybe she's going to admit in the future lives because Courtney kind of, beats around the bush. No. She couldn't help herself. She literally, and I'm definitely crooked. It is what it is. I can't, it's mobile streaming. Anyways. I want to tell you the whole story because, at least parts of the story, so you understand the scope. She goes overseas. She goes, if y'all don't know the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, in the later seasons, there's this lady who is married to this guy who owns a clinic. Hold on. All Natural Clinic, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Aaron Pfeiffer. Let me see. I think it's Aaron Pfeiffer. She's just traveling all over the world to try to get whatever energy, frequency, sound, any type of healing. We're watching her get sicker and sicker and sicker. And we're watching her promote pseudoscience and also respect that she can do whatever the hell she wants to with her body. The issue being saying that traditional medicine is bullshit and holistic medicine is the way to go. Do what you want to with your body. Also, watching someone deteriorate is heartbreaking. So we were watching one of her streams and watching her go to Aaron Pfeiffer's clinic and knowing what a, in my opinion, scam it is. Denise Richards' husband, Aaron Pfeiffer, or boyfriend, whatever, husband, she's going to his clinic, and we snuck into one of her trainings. And this is towards the end of her life. And she's in so much pain. And she has to go to the hospital when she's out there in California. And come to find out that she has kidney stones. And it's not the month she passes away, but it's around that time. And everyone's being all hush-hush about what's going on. And come to find out with regarding cancer, a lot of times it's not the cancer that you end up passing away from. It's something else because you're immune. I'm not trying to cry and I'm not trying to dysregulate y'all. Jessie Lee was surrounded by so many yes people that it's tough. It was so tough to watch. And so she ended up getting an infection. And had a very, painful passing. And the reason that Eric Worre is on our fuck you list is because he basically storied his way to Jessie Lee's bedside and then posted that she had passed away. So many people profited or just social media'd off of her death. It was just wild that they didn't. Anyways, it was just painful. And you're going to hear about some of that when we listen to Courtney tonight. We're going to hear some of that. Ed Milet, the reason Ed Milet's on her fuck you list is that Jessie Lee, I think, paid him upwards of $400,000 to be her mentor. His advice about her sound equipment and her mentorship about growing as a person. Let me take a drink. Hold on. She had just come back. She was coming back from one of her treatments or consulting with a doctor overseas because they have treatments that haven't been approved by the FDA yet, which is completely valid. There's some good treatments that haven't been approved yet. And she was talking to Ed Milet and saying, I think I want to take some time and spend some time with my family and slow down from work. Jessie Lee admitted this. This is not me making this up. And Ed Milet basically said, why would you slow down? You know, like, keep working. I think it's on his podcast that they talk about that. And Jessie Lee was totally bought in to listening to him because he was her mentor. And I'm just saying to myself, she could have had 6 months or 4 months with her nephew, with her brother, with her mom, with her brother's wife, with her dogs. I'm sorry I'm crying. I'm like, I can really be angry at how she treated her team and mourn for the time that she didn't get with her family. I'm sorry that I hope I'm not making anyone uncomfortable. Cancer is brutal. And Ed Milet doesn't seem to have any empathy for people. And the lack of empathy that we see so much in these people is just, it's shocking. And the lack of empathy that I see in Courtney regarding the dogs and keeping the dogs is hard to process. It's just, I can't imagine. I can't imagine, like, I just can't imagine, like, what we're gonna, like, I've watched this with live chat, and we watched it a while ago, and it's like, we gotta take a break. But now I'm dog sitting, and I haven't been able to stop thinking about Wookie this whole week. I can't imagine. Like, this happening to Knox. I can't imagine this happening to Caspian. I can't imagine this happening to my sister's dog or to my parents' dog. Yeah, and it's like, I I was posting something to my stories, and I know, like, okay, fine, Instagram is what it is, but I was I don't want to, even when I mean, we're all human. It's just, I think it's also important to say something and say, like, wow, this is really wrong, Courtney. This is really wrong. It's really wrong. And using dogs as pawns to try to win at some type of game to show someone up that you're, quote unquote, the best friend. That's fuckery, man. That's so shitty. I can't even. Let me find this video. It's on GREC. Hold on. Oh my god, my nose is dripping. Let me go get a Kleenex. I apologize. Talk amongst yourselves. Alright. Executive producer needed a bathroom break. You go, boy. You got a drink. We're hydrated. We're ready to go. Late night Weeping Willow Club. Unite. Got the video. Oh. You know what? This doesn't feel right to monetize, so we are just going to leave monetization off. If you do want to support the channel for free, you can like the stream or subscribe. I'm just going to double check that it is downloading. Oh god, I remember this. Where did I... hold on. I think it's in my OBS folder. November streams. Why don't we do a high and a low while I find this? June, July, August. June. Oh, it must have been in July. Y'all can go first. Got it. Okay. I'm scared. I'm tired, Grandpa. Well, it's too damn bad. We had to take a lot of the pauses out. It's loading. Positive. I ran an errand this afternoon. Positive. I took my anxiety medication this morning. Positive. I think I saved my shoes. Positive. You good, bud? Executive producer. There we go. Let's go. So those are my highs, not my positives. My low, Jessie Lee, I guess. You're good, bud. Don't have any socks for you, though. Let's see. Thin presentation. All right. Buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ride. No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. How do I close this? What? I'm new here. Block. Sorry. Close. Okay. Okay.
OMG. G. How is everyone? Hello, beautiful people. It is a great day to have a great day. So good to see everybody on here. 1 second, I'm going to turn up I needed to turn up my brightness on my phone so I could actually see you guys as you come in. This is the first time I've actually, first of all, been in my car alone since last Saturday. I'm sorry, well, I don't know. I had the kids with me too, so I don't even know the last time I was in my car alone, but it's been a minute. I guess I shouldn't say that because I was trying not to let the world know that I have something in my hands. You know, I just don't want it to get shut down, but here's the thing. I'm being safe.
She didn't want to let the world know that she had something in her hands. Her steering wheel. Y'all can hear the highway though, right? What? We are, from Courtney's own lips, hearing what happened to Wookie Lee. Except right now we are hearing that she didn't want the world to know that she is driving while streaming. Because we couldn't hear the highway or see the highway through her window or see her seatbelt on or see her using her hand to drive.
I'm in the slow lane. I don't ever drive in the slow lane. Oops, I gave it away. Anyway, I'm not, whatever. I just, I know it's already 10 p.m. my time, 10:10, and I just wanted to come on here and talk with you guys and just say hello and just really take the time while I'm alone for the first time and have no voice anyway to
Shelby!
use my voice more. Because I am just, my heart, my mind, my soul are just so full. My body actually feels so much better, even just going through this week and just eating, really cleaning up my food and just being really intentional about the things that we bought at the grocery store, because I made sure that I filled the house with food. And it's crazy because we had so much food left over. I brought stuff from my house, but we still have
You didn't miss anything. I kind of recapped what happened to Jessie Lee. Oh, I forgot one more recap. Courtney stole the dogs. When Jessie Lee passed away, Courtney stole the dogs. There was no will. And Courtney took Wookie and Kumba and stole the dogs. That's what happened at the very end. That's why she has the dogs. And now we're listening to Courtney drive on the highway with her light on, streaming, reading comments, and looking at herself in her phone. So, cool. We hate it here. Hi, Miss Yvonne. She's being so cool about it. I never would have guessed she's driving. Offset, do not drive distracted, especially if you're looking at a phone or reading things. Just park somewhere or wait until you get home. It's dangerous for you and everyone else around you. Oh, God damn it.
2 coolers full of food with 20, well, technically we had around 24 people staying at the house, in and out roughly, and then we had 5 kids at times, and we had roughly about 10 to 15 people at any given moment that were not staying at the houses that were with us. Between Kelsey and I, we had about 60 to 70 people, because I don't have a head count on it for sure, because I don't know how many people checked in for her. Because we're for those of you who don't know, Kelsey and I are not, we financially benefit off of our collaboration, but neither one of us.
They were at a Prove a Life event. Sorry, Herbalife absorbed. Herbalife bought Protocol, and Prove It. I call them Prove a Life, but Herbalife accepted Prove It because I guess Brian begged them to. Just kidding, I don't know that. But they bought Protocol, and Prove It is part of Herbalife if Herbalife likes them still in 2 years. So they went to a convention, and now we're here. We're watching a lot of this because you have to watch what Courtney does. You gotta watch what Courtney does.
Us actually makes money off of each other, and so I can't see her numbers, or anything that she can't see my numbers. so I have to see it from hers, from who got checked in. So I don't know the exact number, but it's 60 to 70 people roughly between the two of us, and my goodness, the magic that has been unfolding since Sunday when Angel rolled in has just been wow. Well, and I should say, not only just Kelsey and I, but also Tony and Angel.
Yes, Elizabeth.
Them as leaders, bringing people with them as well, because they are also champs and absolutely incredible beasts in this business. I don't know if you guys are, any of you guys have said anything in the comments. I won't be able to see them until I stop and scroll up and see if you've said anything, but on the replay, I will be able to click it as long as I post it. I don't even know if I will because I'm in the car. But I just wanted to hang out with you guys, say hello, and just spend a little...
She's scrolling her damn phone right now. She just said, I'm going to scroll when I stop. And now she's scrolling as she's driving. At least care about the other people on the road. At least give a shit about them. Maybe?
Time with you and really just share my heart, how I'm feeling. I know I got to go live with Kelsey yesterday. I would love to, I don't think I'll share this, so, or save this, just because I am driving. Okay, I didn't want to say it, but I am driving. I was trying to make sure you could see the steering wheel in here. But it's so interesting. We can hear the road noise. because I used to love at different events at different points in time. I would like to always go live from the day and just give you guys a takeaway. I did GoPro. I did it in a couple of times in Turkey for Dare to Dream and Antalya. You know, I used to do it a lot I did it for Empire University, the last one we had. I would even go live, with y'all at 1 a.m. If you scroll back, you'll see, and like I'm in the bathroom every live, just end of the night, everybody's asleep, and I'm going live to tell y'all about my day. Because I'm just so present. I'm so present and in the moment anyone who has tagged me since 9 a.m. or 6 a.m. on Sunday morning, so I missed the whole entire last day's worth of tags from people. Anyone who's tagged me since 6 a.m. on Sunday morning, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I missed it because stories are only up for 24 hours. We are now on Tuesday. I haven't gone through my inbox either at all. I barely got through some of my messages last night. I haven't even seen stuff today. So anything that people tagged me in yesterday, I missed as well. So I'm going to have to be resharing all their stuff or having them send it to me so I can reshare it. Why? I'm just so present. And yesterday was the last day that I had with everyone. Jen ended up, she was supposed to, she knew she was going to get, she didn't, I don't even know how the heck she did that, but her book, she knew she wanted to stay through Monday, but for some reason she booked her flight leaving on Sunday because she didn't, I don't even know what she was thinking. We always book the day after, but just we set that as the standard. Book, come in the day early and leave the day after. But for whatever reason, and she booked through a really cheap flight, so it's a cheaper airline, so then, you know, it's luckily that she even got an option to change her flight, and then it was a $500 option, and then she ended up for Monday yesterday, and she asked me if she could stay just to be able to make it make sense. Otherwise, she would have had to leave Sunday night. And I was to miss the end of the event and miss our entire team debrief. You know, she could have easily made the decision. Anyone, you know, could have easily made the decision to stay. But when you have anyone on your team that is willing to spend more money to stay more time, because it's that important. I set the standard. Kelsey set the standard. We set it as leaders. How important it is to stay for the whole event, and how important the event is for your development, and all of these things. And yet, so when you have someone that's willing to do that, and I didn't have anything scheduled that it didn't make sense for her to stay, why wouldn't you, right? For anyone. So 17,000.
You don't ever say anything, so why would someone want to stay? Is 1.25 too fast for her? Let me know.
What? Never noticed that. It's a big sign for this outer road. And in Dallas, you have the tollway that you can ride on that you have to pay, but you can always take, you know, way longer and take the outer road all the way down so they don't force you to pay. So that's the outer road. It's called Dallas Parkway, but it's at 17,000, 1,300 on it. I've never seen 17,000. I'm used to seeing that tell you the block is from, you know, 1,300 to 1,500 or whatever it is. Something like that. There's police. So I turned the lights up. Also, it was really crazy. Sidetrack.
So you care about getting a ticket, but you don't care about other people keeping them safe. Interesting. Thanks so much for telling us. That literally tells me so much. Thanks so much, Courtney. Appreciate that. Kathleen, we don't even know. She's like, cheaper flights. Don't you make 6 figures in your business? Good question. Mrs. Legend. She's so present she can't see the future caused by her consequences. Yeah.
Listen, I just wanted to hang out with y'all and just be live and let y'all know I'm here. Obviously, I can't read any of your comments or questions, but everything.
She's literally scrolling on her phone with the lights on so she can see the comments and she can read while she's fucking driving. Wait for it. Look how much attention. Listen, I hate to say take notes. Remember this screenshot. Look how much attention she's giving her damn phone. Then wait for it. Wait when she gets in the house. Wait for when she gets in the house.
That I said, I can't even tell fully who's on and who's coming in. So please say hi so I can actually see who's coming on. But it was actually a God thing today completely because I was going 80 to 90 miles an hour, which is totally normal in Texas for those of you who don't know. And
it's
every
not
time
normal.
There would be a part of the conversation we're catching up on my way to the airport today where we were in this emotional conversation of talking about these signs that were coming through. I would end up slowing down, sometimes even in the fast lane, or I'd end up in the far.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like, I listen to stuff too. I mean, I hook up stuff so I can listen too. I mean, I don't think it's, I'll put stuff down and plug my cord into my phone and listen while I drive. I get that totally.
Or slow lane or whatever, and I'd be driving sometimes even almost 60 or below the speed limit. I remembered seeing a couple times or right at the speed limit, and every single time I ended up doing that, I would see a cop. And the cops were out crazy today. I mean, it is kind of end of month. I guess we have 2 more days in the month for that, so it makes sense, but miles. Dang, I'm not used to that. I'm not used to driving this much either. I drive a lot, but I'm not. Anyway, oh my gosh, I'm about to yawn. I'm so tired. Christopher, hi. What part are you laughing at me at? I don't even know what, because obviously it's delayed.
Yeah, and Barry,
speeding.
I like podcasts too.
And just so happened, I would slow down and then I would see a cop. Never once did I see a cop and I was driving too fast and had to slam on my brakes. That never happened. Never happened. There's no protection. You don't need to get pulled over today. It's okay. Also,
I'm breaking the rules and I am totally protected because God loves me. I cannot with her. Yeah, I like audiobooks too.
Texas and Texas city cops, they don't care, but I've never really heard from feedback from highway patrol. Every single cop that I was seeing on the highway were like all highway patrol. So, you just don't fuck around with patrol as much as city cops. They just have a different standard. If the highway patrol's out trying to catch people speeding on the highway, then they're really gonna.
Yeah, she's in Dallas.
So that's funny. Okay, my brain is kind of going womp womp womp. I can't really see anything. There are 5.
She lives in Dallas. 90 miles on the left lane. Maybe Dallas for sure. She lives in Frisco. Ish. I don't think the cops would do anything at this point because she's already done it, and the police are really understaffed. I'm not sure.
If you guys have questions, I'm actually coming up on the kind of these back roads, and I'm about to come up to a stoplight, so I could see comment questions if you guys have any. But I am losing my voice. Well, I've lost my voice, and yeah, just
you haven't lost your voice.
And Michaela, her daughter, because I haven't seen her daughter in a long time. We haven't seen each other, and her daughter said, "Mom,
Hi,
you
Julie.
have been going to see Courtney without me way too many times now. I have to come with you next time." I don't know what it was. Maybe it was February, or was it Thanksgiving, Christmas, the last time I saw her. She also always makes us dessert. She's a dessert queen. She's really great with that. Hi Danielle, how are you? Hi Kristen, great to see you guys. Janelle, my inbox is blasted. I told you guys I've gotten to.
What if someone comes out in front of her? What if someone accidentally comes out in front of her while she's reading a fucking comment? It doesn't happen in this video, but what if something happens?
Bed. It started off 2 a.m., then it went to 3 a.m., then it went to 4 a.m., then it was quickly an hour later every time. And then then Monday morning, I did not go to sleep on checkout day until about 5:30. I don't even know. Or, no, a little after 5, okay? Closer to 5:30 probably. And then last night, we were still up until 3:30. I'm excited for you, Julie. From things that have happened in our lives. And, because that was the first time that Jen and I...
The reason that we're watching this, even though she's talking nonsensically, what we're watching is how much attention she's paying to her phone, the fact she's driving a huge car, she's continuing to read comments, she's driving at night, she's reading comments while she's operating a moving vehicle, how much attention that she's willing to spend when someone's paying attention to her, and what's going to happen when she opens the door of her house. This is repeated behavior from her. She's done this with her kids in the car before too, so even if nothing bad happened this time, she's going to do it again. Exactly off.
Have actually had one-on-one time that we've had a couple phone calls, a couple coaching calls. She's always getting coached, right? But actually a coaching call, I want to say I've coached her through things on the phone call before, but I'm actually wondering, because we were scheduling our coaching call, and anyway, long story short, we've never actually sat on a Zoom and done a coaching call before. So even one-on-one time, just the two of us, has just happened in little pockets when we're in large groups. So for her to stay extra, that was super cool. I'm getting tired. Anyway, I love being able. Angel intentionally came in early, and her family, through her husband, he has his mom and dad here. I think his whole family's here, about an hour or 3 hours, 3.5 hours away. Probably about 4.5 hours away from my house. But her husband and her daughter Athena, her husband Rudy and Athena, had gone to spend time with his mom and dad and cousins and things like that. I don't know if he has sisters and brothers. I'm sure he does, because his niece is who picked them up. So sisters and brothers, whoever. Anyway, while Angel came in early and just spent the whole time with me, and that was just a lot of fun to just be able to. Her and I have never had one-on-one time either.
It's awesome, Kristen.
I think we picked up Jen later on Monday or something like that, and then we
I did take out her pauses because it was unbearable to listen to the pauses, and I sped her up because Dear God.
I checked into the house, and then I got Kelsey and the kids on Wednesday, and Eric actually, because Eric got in Tuesday, but then met her with the kids at the airport. So then I did pick up Eric, Kelsey, and the kids from the airport, although that's not when he got in, and checked in the house. Wow, so many things unfolded, and for every person, watching the dynamics between our organizations coming together, just all of our organizations, Tawny's, mine, Angel, Kelsey, just getting to see them all for the first time in person together, truly getting to see the moments that they had with each other. I was witnessing so many different things all at once, and I have such a unique perspective. I just say that because I get to not only, I'm no longer at this point in my business where I'm on a team, right? I'm not on a team anymore like I used to be with Jessie Lee. I'm on Team Prove It on a global scale, so I do have that.
Oh. Do y'all want to know what the team name is? Do y'all know the team name? Drop a 1 in the chat if you know the team name. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. I'm gonna read the team name to you. Dang it, I need to work on my thumbnails. Oh, everyone knows the team name? Kristen, it's so good to see you. Okay, I'll give it 30 more seconds. I feel like everyone already knows it. I'll say it for Kristen. Okay. I guess it hasn't been 30 seconds yet. Okay. The new team name. I don't know what they did, and I don't know why everyone's split up. I don't know why I'm upset, because I would love for MLMs to die. I say die. To be disrupted. It is it's the worst name ever besides Nueva. It's the fierce and focused meta empire. What? Hello? The fierce and focused meta empire. I bet you. A fermented doll hair that Miss Ma'am and Kelsey Ray came up with that. Maybe Kelsey Ray fasted for 45 hours and came up with that. The fierce and focused meta empire. I think Jessie Lee would be like, what the fuck did you do to my team? The fierce and focused meta empire? Are you fucking kidding me? Why am I being defensive? I didn't like Jessie Lee as a leader. I thought she was an awful leader. I thought she was mean. I remember when she came in from one of the conferences she was at, and she yelled at her whole team because she didn't have $1 million earner on her team. And I was like, that's such a disgusting thing to come in and say. The reason you don't have $1 million earner is because you're a bad leader. And now I'm getting emotional because her team has disbanded. Come on, dude. And now I'm like, the fierce and focused meta empire, eye roll of a lifetime. You gotta think that Courtney, thumbs down or what's up. If someone wants to lick the stream, I wouldn't say no. When y'all hear what happened to Wookie, and when you hear what she says and how fucking selfish she was about the whole thing, I'm so angry about it. MLM is really having a hard time. I hope so.
right? I am on Team Prove It. It is important to me to bring my presence and my energy for our entire Prove It team and to be a leader inside of our Prove It team. But I have the team. I'm the leader that has the team now. And it's been that for a long time. Like, I've always had the team, but I had both. I had Jessie Lee, this organization that I was leading at a high level with, and then the Prove It.
You weren't leading Jessie Lee's team. You were getting stacked into. You're delusional. You're delusional.
Team as well. And then also I had a team. And this was the first time ever that I've ever...
You were getting stacked into. Like, let's not lose the plot, Courtney.
Put on a full-on anything. Booked the house, done all of the things, because I always did it for our empire. I ran the event for our empire, but to actually do it for our team, I had never done that because I had always just done it for our organization through the empire. And so for the last almost 2 years, it's been needed. I'm in my subdivision so bad. I've needed it.
You got stacked into by Jessie Lee, and then Brian stacked into you. How do you think you got to legend? Do you remember that month that you didn't get any recruits? Because we do. Multiple months you didn't get any recruits. How did you get to legend? How did you get to legend? Delulu. Exactly, Kristen. Yeah, Courtney stole those dogs. And I'll die on that hill.
I've needed to be this leader for so long, and I was in my head about it, and I would just be down on myself about it because I knew how to do it. I knew I was supposed to do it. I've literally had the #1 leader who to coach and educate me through something like this. I just pulled off on the side of my subdivision. I'm literally checking my house, but I just wanted to sit here and do it. And literally, corporate? No. Nick is the only one who's in a corporate role, and he's simultaneously doing both. 1 second, I need to write. He's the only one who's simultaneously doing both. So
double dipping.
But if you ask me, I guess I am in the field working with corporate. So we have a group of...
You are delusional. You're not working with corporate. You're an independent contractor. You're an independent contractor.
I don't want to miss anyone's name. This is Joshua. It's crazy because I really want to just go home and be alone and actually catch up on my Instagram inbox and all these things because it's been so long. But I also really want to go to Joshua's house and just snuggle the babies because they're watching a movie. But okay, so we have Stephanie Milky, who inside of our...
You have the privilege of having kids. And you just want to go home and be on Instagram. And then you're like, but I just want to go home and snuggle the kids. Take care of your MLM or go home and snuggle your kids. Okay.
Organization led the organization, and then there's a ton of other leaders that I know have never really been tagged on my stuff, but the ones that have been around the longest are Dustin Schaefer and Stephanie Milky and Nick Martinez, and Melissa May has been around just as long as I have. I think she started a few months before myself, but those are the faces of who's been in.
She's gonna talk about it, Crafting Joy. She's gonna spill all the tea. If y'all think she's not, she's spilling all the tea towards the end of this video. It's important to watch this because you're going to lose your shit at the end of this video. I promise you she's going to spill the tea. And then she lies about what happened in court. If I can get the documents, I'll show you. But she lies about what happens.
10 years ago. Nick started almost 10 years ago. Stephanie, same thing. Myself, Kelsey, her sister Lindy, because she's been in the Empire as well. And then we have Cheryl Pike, who's also in our organization, who is in here too, who's I've tagged in plenty of my stories before. And who else? Definitely trying to think of the other numbers that I don't have saved. I know who they are because I know their faces, but I don't know whose numbers is whose. So, but I think I have everyone that you guys would probably know. All of us are in a leadership
That's what I think.
For English-speaking North America. Then there are French Canadians that have a chat with corporate, and
they did go to court. They sure did. Guess who asked for a shit ton of money? To give up the dogs. I can't name names. Hi, Russell. I cannot name names. I'm so grumps.
Then there, we have our CEO in there. We have one of our CEOs and just our corporate staff assistants in there as well. And I think there might also be potentially one of our tech corporate staffs as well that maybe just doesn't ever talk in there but pays attention in case they need to. I don't know, because I have 4 people's numbers that I don't have saved yet, and it's so funny, I was kind of too scared to ask. We've been on the calls, and then we finally got plugged in, Kelsey and I. It was almost, what was so crazy is, out of it's Cheryl and Lindy are the 2 leaders from the Empire in this chat, and they were the ones that were pulled in right away. So was Kelsey shortly after Jessie Lee's passing, and they've just really held down the fort of really establishing calls for our corporate team and things through the field connected to corporate. And then we also...
If y'all didn't know, Jessie Lee stole the dogs in the first place. It was shared. She adopted the dogs with her husband. Yes, Jessie Lee loved the dogs. She adopted the dogs with her husband, while he was deployed. So, yes, Jessie Lee loved the dogs. She stole them with Sydney, who was on Jessie Lee's team. I don't remember when she was driving her cars down from Maryland to Texas when Jessie Lee moved down here. It's okay to be a grump. I don't remember if y'all remember that period of time when she got pulled over when they were driving one of her cars down with the dogs. He was deployed and she took both dogs. So it would make sense if Jessie Lee passed away that the dogs would go back to him, wouldn't it?
Of our European leaders. So then there's the Italians that have a chat, and because they're Italian speaking, right? The Italians that have a chat because they have a certain way to do things. The Germans, I don't know if they're combined. And then then we have Mexico and that also has different, because every culture is a little bit different. So this is not the only chat, because then you have Sasha and you have Andreas, and I don't know who else would be, because there are definitely other Germans that are high up, but I don't know who's actually in the chat. And then there are Gianluca Capiello and a couple of other, I don't know who's in those chats, right? But then there's Tommy Bagagnolo.
Yeah, him or his family.
And I don't want to start listing
him or her family, because dogs are considered property. How rude. But she had no will, so they go to the next of kin by law. Right. Yeah, it's just like reasonable family would. Yeah, but not to Courtney. For sure. Yeah, she was married. She had that affair with that guy from O'Dare. And then she had that relationship and he wanted money. There's a whole TikTok. I don't know if they got her TikTok removed. I think I have all of her TikTok downloaded. Anyways, she had that affair with the O'Dare marketing director. And then that's why she got... That was, I don't remember if it was because of Justin Prince or because she had the affair. And then that's why, I think that's why she got a divorce. It was something around that time. So. Yeah, so Courtney stole those dogs. You're going to find out at the end of this video. She tells all the things.
Names of leaders, but then there's Mick and Camille in Canada, that for those of you who know, you know, but if you don't know, you don't know. And just shouting out people's names, because there's so many people that work so hard from the corporate side to really make sure that they listen to the field, and then from the field side that's willing to do this voluntarily. We don't get extra money we get access, we get proximity, we get to serve our community at a high level, but we're doing it for the entire company, right? And then we also still are running our own organizations and leading our own organizations as well. So it's just really, really... Oh, and then also, I forgot, I think Josh and Dre are probably in there too, and I just don't have their number saved. But then we also have Brendan and Maddie, who are just massive as well in the business, who have huge.
She's just name dropping to make herself feel good.
Them, but I started naming names. Anyway, you asked your question, and I wasn't even fully reading anyone else's comments. Oh, you love the blue on me, Danielle. I don't know if you're still here. Thank you. I know yawns are contagious. You're welcome. Ciao, Belladonna. Oh my gosh, my gorgeous Christina. I love you. I'm missing you already, and I cannot get over just from the last time. I've never met you in person before. It feels like I had, and just to see you, if you're still on here, I hope you are able to hear this, but to see you on the Zoom, the last time I saw you on a Zoom,
I'm gonna skip. Call,
I remember what part I was on with that because I know the comments are delayed. You know, oh my God, did I say that? All of the tags, by the way, while I have you on here.
Guys, I'm gonna skip ahead, okay?
Would you mind, in case I hope you don't pop off. I want to see why I'm fit couple.
I'm going to put this on the drive for y'all. I'm skipping ahead.
I think about you all the time because that event was so special and it's crazy.
She's love bombing
crazy,
right
but
now.
Maria, yeah, I think about you all the time. I see your face in my calls and all these things. I knew as big of a company as Herbalife is, that the stage traders, everything. I mean, you first in the room, right, when it was announced. But it was really funny because Stefan came into our COC, which is our car earning champion. It's basically anyone who has 30K and above in volume, which is anywhere from $40,000-ish a month. It used to be around 1.1 times the volume in dollars. Now it might be right around or a little under the equal because of how our point system come into to baby daddy 1,000 Herbalife people, which we were kept holding around 20,000.
I'm gonna rage. I'm just gonna let you know she's about to go in the house.
Around 20,000, and then he said 12, and I got really confused because 12. I wouldn't expect that. Then we had someone who had someone that was connected to them actually send them the message and say, while you guys were in the stadium, they said, actually, Stefan they just announced from stage that we have 30,000 people officially checked in for the event. So it was 30,000 people in the stadium, and I'm gonna show you something super cool really quick, and then I'm probably gonna pop back out because I just want to go this again. Is that the stadium? We were almost halfway full exactly when it comes to. So hi, babe. Hey, honey buns. Hi, my sweet boy. I love you so much. Oh, did Joshua come and let you out? Yeah. Did baby daddy let you out? Is that what he did? Did he let you out? Okay, so what do you get the woman for Christmas who buys herself everything that she wants? Well, when she tells you she's going to fill the Dallas Cowboy Stadium, you give her a visual to help her look at and stare at her goal because it was her screensaver.
Can I ask y'all something? Even if your dog cannot talk, you let your dog out. You let your damn dog out. You let your dog out. You know what my parents do when they get home? Even if we have a dog sitter, you pet your dog. You pet your dog. You pet your dog. You know what X-Cal does? He talks to the dogs like he would talk to his grandbabies, in a very, you didn't think X-Cal's voice could go that high. And he has full conversations with them, and he pets them, and he lets them go outside again. And they all want to go outside again after they've gotten all of their lovings. And they want to go to the bathroom again. And then she just wants to show her shit on camera. Stop the live. Pet your dog. Pet your dog. Oh, what? Where's Wookie? Where's Wookie? This is not, you think, oh, she's going to answer the question. This is not the T section, okay? This is not the T section. This is not the T section. Don't y'all do that? If you have dogs, don't you just let your dog go out? And don't you pet your dog like 1,000,000 times? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people don't do that. I don't know. I don't know. Don't you if you have cats, I get that. Or you give your pet a little treat, a little tax, a little cheese tax or a little treat.
So this is actually not cheap. I never talked about how much it was because it was a Christmas gift for Jessie Lee, and I ended up going and buying it for myself too. I rebought it for myself because I wanted.
You can see that Kumba wants pets. Look at Kumba. Watch Kumba. He wants pets, and she's just talking about her freaking Dallas Cowboy thing. You can see that Kumba wants pets. You can see Kumba wants pets.
And so dust and stuff. So basically, Herbalife had the stage in the middle of the stadium, and I wish that it actually told you. This is the craziest thing. I wish it actually had the numbers on it, because I don't know what side is the north and what side is the west. So I don't know if it was the stage was facing this way or if the stage was facing this way. Oh, you're right on top of me. Did you miss me? Huh?
Oh, you're right on top of me. Did you miss me? No shit, he missed you. Jessie Lee used to carry him around when she used to stream. When she used to sell ketones, she used to carry him around like a baby. It's like she doesn't even know what Kumba likes. She's been gone at a conference for like 5 days. Pet your dog. Love your dog. Go snuggle your dog. Sit down. Your kids are... Don't throw anything at my computer. It's not my computer's fault. Do you understand what's going... Like, I know y'all understand. Even if you don't like a floof, like, do you...
Hi. Your guys' trip looked so fun.
Like, I took out the pauses. But she's not, like... You've had the dog for almost 2 years. It's like she's surprised every single time that Kumba wants love. It's like she's...
That house was something from a movie. It was so cool. It's only been Airbnb or VRBO'd for a month. There's only been 1 other people that have booked it. The couple that they're the hosts. They have gone above and beyond. She's obsessed with our team and our culture. She's like, "You guys sound so much fun. I wish I was there with you." Like, I just think she's gonna get in on it. We're gonna have coffee the next time she's in town, because she flies here often. They have, I don't know, 2 or 3. I don't know how many places they have here, but we booked 2 of their houses, so we only had to deal with 1 host, which was really, really cool. And what was the other thing I was going to say? They were amazing. And she really decorated the main house that we were in for bachelorette parties or groups of women to really come in. And then she had Bible verses put up and kind of hidden, so then people were looking for them everywhere. She had a neon light sign that said, "Be still and know," and there was the lion and the lamb next to it. And literally, as soon as we walked in,
Kumba is literally putting his head in her space right here. Kumba wants her to pet him. And she's too busy putting her hand over here to talk. She's too busy talking to pet the dog that she stole from Jessie Lee's family. Like, I don't fucking get it. You've been away at a conference. What is happening? Like, why did you steal the dogs if you don't love them?
to the room, the crown is sitting there. Then she had the lion.
The dog is like in her space. The dog wants to be... Okay, I'm gonna calm down.
With the crown and the lions on the wall. And it was just, oh my God, it was so perfect. It was so perfect. So thank you for saying that. It was literally so perfect for the we only had so many options too, and we almost booked closer to the place. But it was a smaller house, not as cool of a host, and more money. And then I ended up finding this place, and then I knew it was going to work out better than I had even hoped that it would, and it did. But to finish this story, this was a gift for her for Christmas, and I wanted to get it for myself too. And so the halfway point, right? We were basically, I'm gonna flip this camera so I actually can do this accurate. You know them, epic fit couple, seems so sweet. Oh, I love that, Mandy. That's so cute. I'm gonna have to make sure that I'm following them as well. And Herbalife is one of literally the company that we would talk about the culture of being actually. What was the word that we used for prove it in our leadership space? Oh, there she is, right there. In our leadership space, that becoming.
Our dog likes me the least and still is crazy happy to see me when I get home, and I'm happy to see her too. Exactly, Al. Like, Courtney's acting like that kid in preschool who's hoarding all of the blocks just to hoard them so that nobody else can have them, and doesn't want to play with them, but doesn't want anyone else to play with them either. She has 3 kids, and I've done a stream, or did I do a video? I did a video where she essentially is having her kids parent her children. And it's like, no, Courtney, you parent your children. I'm not overhyping this video. She tells what she tells us about Wookie is just
financially wealthy and needs something else. It's way better worded than this, but the working out is a part of the lifestyle. Like, that's literally what they would do. They would invite people to come and work out with them, and then it would be these big group workouts, and then it was, oh, let's go have a shake afterwards. And that's how they literally built their communities. For those of you who are not on this call in Herbalife, and I'm saying that because it's a we think. We're married now. Herbalife is, obviously we're in a company marriages, so there's no whichever.
You're not in a marriage. Herbalife absorbed you, and you have little to no sway. Like, literally, they absorbed you. Prove it was just like, had no value for Herbalife. Herbalife wanted protocol and basically accepted y'all because you had to be accepted. It's, I don't even know, like, literally no value to Herbalife, in my opinion. You were basically an addendum, and I would be surprised if y'all even exist in 2 years.
Side, you have, as an example, Josh and I, obviously we're not currently, we've been separated, etc. But it's the husband side, the wife side, or the wife side, whatever you guys have, any dynamics that you guys have. But obviously it's, here's Herbalife side of the marriage, and then here's Privet side of the marriage, and side of the family type of thing. And so it's we. I have to say we. However, right now, the way that Herbalife has built over these years has been, and my brain is going so slow on this because I need more ketones. Anyway, I haven't had enough ketones today.
Ketones don't help you at all.
The way that they did that, they're all fit. The fit, obviously, as you could tell.
Protocol is this new type of system that somebody else created, and then Prove It bought it, or they brought on the guy who created it, and then Herbalife saw it and bought it, and then basically Brian Underwood was like, okay, but please buy Prove It as well. And now Brian Underwood's getting sued by the lady who accused him of SA. And so I think he saw that coming, and he wanted Herbalife to buy Prove It so that Prove It wouldn't be on the chopping block because of the claims of SA against Brian Underwood, in my opinion. And so here we are. Yeah.
Is a theme. It ripples through the community. And they look hot. And it's crazy because I remembered when we first joined Prove It, it was 2 years into the company, and everyone was taking it so serious. We were taking it serious. We were working out every day. It was a part of our culture, and eating healthy was a part of our culture. People were just crushing it on just the workout. Like I said, it was our culture isn't to go work out with someone and then, we should do this pre-workout together. You should try it. Now it's going to be, because we're learning from Herbalife. We do trials. We expose people to it online. And now it's going to be really, really cool because our strengths and our areas of growth are basically perfect opposites. And so it's just so much synergy is going to come together.
She trashed Herbalife when they first merged. You can see it on the live that I reacted to. I think other people reacted to it as well. She trashed Herbalife. And now that she's this far into it, she's like, oh my God, it's perfect synergy. Courtney, have a backbone at some point. Guess what? The internet's forever. Internet receipts are forever. Guess what? In the beginning, Prove It said, you can eat whatever you want and the ketones are going to ketone. Ketones are going to put you into ketosis in an hour or less. You don't have to work out. You don't have to eat a specific way. Ketones are going to put you into ketosis. And now it's like, you got to work out. You got to eat healthy. Oh, here's a fast. Murph, murph, murph. What is it? What is it? What is it? You don't know. No one knows. No one knows. Her house is super bright. I need to live in like a hobbit hole.
But everybody's, are you fully in Herbalife? Technically, we're not in Herbalife. We are an extension of Herbalife's family. Just Prove It, just Herbalife isn't obviously wouldn't even be in Prove It, right? But they're not.
No, Herbalife doesn't want to be anywhere. Y'all potentially are going to be absorbed in 2 years if Herbalife decides that they still want you. There's a 2-year period where Herbalife can accept or reject you. Or accept or reject protocol. And y'all, if they accept protocol, then they will accept or reject you.
Not selling Prove It, they are extending their support, their umbrella to their family over here in Prove It, right? Because they're the main thing, and I'm not taking away from that, so I don't want to say, obviously we are inside of the Herbalife family, but it's not the same. It's a marriage that we don't change what we're doing. Everything that you guys have seen me talk about, the drinking ketones, the branding that we have.
I'm skipping.
They're a product of a product. They're an extension of a healthier, how you have it written. How is Jason Derulo in person? Dude, oh my God, I'm a girl, because I think it is this side. I'm really trying to pay attention now. My friend would know. I'm guessing the side with the 2 entrances is probably the Cowboys, I should say. Because we are, I guess when you think about a team, we're not necessarily working together yet. We're not necessarily at the
She's
stages
talking about
where
Herbalife. We don't care.
People collect items from companies. And your favorite me. And your favorite me. And we have all these kids over here from different... Yes, exactly. You still get a different experience. I'm nervous for the same reason, for a certain reason. I just trust him. I just know his heart. And that they owned challenge.com. So especially now I have to upload this, and it's so funny because the beginning of it, I'm in the car, but whatever, here we are. I wasn't gonna upload it. Hopefully Instagram doesn't do something because I was driving the car in the beginning. Whoops, whatever. I could download it and crop it and post it in this part. But the better shake is still there. And people have started to say it. The people from Visalis have said it. But I've been thinking about that the entire time because I'm so connected, deeply connected. I was just telling this only happened because we were in such alignment. We couldn't help but get married. It was almost stuff to hear from all of you. And it was one person.
I'm sorry, I'm skipping it because I'm trying to get to the dog part, okay?
Day of Saturday out of maybe I know their incomes because we're in the mastermind together, but it's culture roles. And it's just, we've literally only talked 4 messages back and forth total in our chat threads.
I will upload this to my Google Drive. That'll be free. Like, you can download it and watch the whole thing, okay?
So far, maybe 5 because they happened. All of these dots aligned. All of the T's were crossed. The papers were signed, and we got invited to the extravaganza. That just, I don't know if you know, but Herbalife lost a giant too. Figure out a time that works for us to go take a team photo over there, and then I'm going to be alive and just keep them alive. So when the owners of our center stage was the section one time in the middle of a concert. That was the only time I did it. I climbed on it and I ran, and then I got down. Back end of the suite, there's 2. I know for a freaking fact, Herbalife didn't hear from Terra Liqueur.
Okay, hold on. We're off 58.
Oh, it's front and center, right in the middle.
Okay, hold on. I gotta find the right part. Okay. I'm gonna get hold on. Something in the audio got off, so I'm gonna get to the part where she's back in the car because she's gonna start talking about the dog. It's just not gonna be sped up, so rip to the pauses. Back to the car. Buckle up, okay? So they had something in the stadium with Herbalife, and the Prove It people got to sit in a specific spot, and it was either with Herbalife or with Prove It, and it had something to do with Jessie Lee, or it didn't. Y'all can watch it. It's like, sometimes I can't keep track of Courtney, and I'm just like, ooh. This is where the dog part starts. She gets back in the car, then she's going to go into her garage, and the fuckery continues. I wanted us to see the beginning because of how she treats Kumba, the amount of attention she will give to the live stream, the amount of attention she will give to comments, the amount of attention she will give to how she looks in front of other people. Sorry, I need to take a sound class because my microphone is, I'm sorry for how dirty the audio is. I don't know what to do. Hi, Alexis. Ugh. Hold on. And that was all cut out. I will speed it up. Here for the fuckery. I just don't know what class to take for sound. I think I took the pauses out and then we had her sped up to 1.25, so. She was very chaotic though, in general. Even not sped up. I don't know why she went back into the car, but it gets bad. I can hear it in my headphones and I can hear it when I listen to it on my phone. I don't necessarily hear it in the car. So like on certain media, I don't know if it's mediums, but like sometimes on a TV I can hear it, and sometimes on my iPods I can hear it, and sometimes on my show and finder. Okay. She's gonna start crying, so just heads up. All right.
Did I take my water inside? No. Because I want to be able to actually look at and confirm this and just show it to you on my phone. So this is my grid. So it's not pinned on my grid, but I believe... Oh, I didn't. No, I don't have it up here right now.
Okay. Thanks, Iggy.
I don't know. Maybe I'll switch it, but I want to show it to you really, really quick. It's this one right here. This. I love you so much. This video right here. I'll show it to you in a second. I said in the caption, it's the littlest things that can make the biggest shifts. I don't fully know how, I don't even really know how to fully write this, to be honest. I'm getting over emotional just thinking about telling you. I don't think I'm ready. But in this moment when I needed my best friend the most, she showed up very loud. And a lot of comments were like, she's always with you, which, trust me, I know that. It's also 221 hearts on it, and I haven't hearted it, so I just feel like I should give it a heart just to make it 222. I know she's always with me. But when I needed her the most, she showed up very, very loud. And I want to remind you that if we allow ourselves to notice the little things, they really can make the biggest shifts in our day. I walked outside for the sunshine.
Hi, your tank top friend.
And I got so much more than that. I love you all, and I appreciate you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, Jessie Lee, and I know that the sun came through on a cloudy day. As a reminder to always look for the light, even in the darkest moments. Thank you for always guiding me and reminding me. And I hope this reminds you all that the light is within you. That it can only shine as bright as you allow it to. Hashtag rest is work. Hashtag walk in faith. Praise God. Self-healing journey. What if you fly?
You
January 19th.
fucking hashtagged it.
And Madeline's birthday is 1/11/111. Jessie Lee's birthday is 11/1/111. And Wookie Lee had been diagnosed with cancer multiple times. She had a titanium hip. She had a hip replacement. She had a tumor that got removed. That girl was always needing the bougiest, like, girl. She had this not a great ex-boyfriend, and Jessie Lee went to Italy and wanted to kick him out of the house.
You shut your mouth. Y'all, if you know his name, we're not talking about Avi. The ex-boyfriend that Courtney's talking about, don't put his name in the chat. He's a private person. Aaron knows who he is. Aaron's asked us not to say his name. Courtney is not telling the truth right now. Also, Courtney saying that Wookie was bougie. Jessie Lee was the one that spent money to keep Wookie alive. Jessie Lee was the one that had pet insurance. Jessie Lee was the one that spent a lot of money for surgery, for the titanium hip, for everything, for the skin treatments, for the rashes, for the tumor removals. So it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful.
Like, actually basically broke up with him, and then kind of like, but she didn't do it, like, kicked him out of the house. She kind of made me kick him out of the house. Like, she literally gave him a notice, but then Joshua and I had to make sure that it was upheld. Like,
Upheld?
Like,
Upheld?
we had to go be the people to make sure that he was getting out of the house. And it's funny, Kumba refused to come in the house, like, would sleep outside, like, knew he had bad energy. Wookie threw a fit, was like trying to get mom to come home, and literally, like, I don't even remember what she did. It was the weirdest thing. Something happened, and I can't, what the hell was it?
You can't remember because
she was
it
like
didn't
acting like
happen.
she couldn't walk. She was like they took her to the vet. Nothing was wrong. It was fake. She faked it. She freaking faked it. All so that she didn't have to stay at the house with this man, so that she could come home with me and Joshua.
Was it because her mom was in Italy? Courtney? Could that have been the case? Ma'am? Could that have been the case? Oh, does it not fit your narrative, Courtney? Is that the only outcome of your story that, because I remember, what do I know? I just watched a bunch of stories where that wasn't the case. You're saying the dogs wouldn't have been sad that Jessie Lee was in Italy for an extended period of time, and the dogs wouldn't have been upset about that? Okay.
She's a bougie little faker. She was trying to get mom to come home, but mom put her with us and knew she was safe, and then she like still came home at the regular time of her trip. Anyway, this was in June of 2020. June of 2020, during COVID. She went to Italy when the world was shut down. And fast forward, she got diagnosed with subcutaneous skin cancer, which meant that it was like only in her blood vessels. And there was nothing that we could do about it. It was just like, she's not in any pain, just make her comfortable and like just let her live her best life. They removed the external like skin tags in September, right before Jessie Lee went into the hospital. So I think it was like September 8th or 9th that she had surgery. Jessie Lee went into the hospital Monday morning, September 11th. And she passed away on September 16th. Wookie had her stitches removed on January 18th, or September 18th. And Then she came home with Joshua and I on Wednesday or Thursday, and she never left. She needed to be babysat for the weekend while we all went to the trip. And then, quite literally, it's been documented in court, so I can say this. Her dad said, you should take them. There's no one better that they should go to. I can't say that they can stay with you, but I think that they should be cared for by you. And I said, okay. And then he found out things, and he really wanted to make sure that they stayed with me. And fast forward to all of the legal things happening, and I got called into court December 23rd, 21st.
Nope. Court's not even open then.
In my eyes, to fight for the dogs. And the internet was already speculating. And not...
The internet's already speculating. The internet's already speculating. She already admitted. He said that, I'm not saying that you can keep the dogs, but she's recovering, so you might be the best person right now to let the dog recover. Oh, wait, there's more.
You guys, obviously, but there are people that didn't like Jessie Lee. She triggered them.
Stop.
Her light triggered their darkness. My light triggers their...
The lack of critical thinking from Courtney just blows my mind.
Their darkness. They like to be little haters on the internet. And they just had this like whole thread of just talking trash and taking screenshots of my stories.
You're posting content and people have questions. Oh my God, where's Wookie? Why is Kumba eating kibble? We watched Jessie Lee go down to the meat market and buy meat in bulk and cook him raw food with vegetables and healthy fats and chia seeds and weigh it out. And Wookie Lee, they ate raw for years and years and years, and wondering to ourselves, questions. I mean, Aaron and I were looking at a picture of, we were looking at a picture on Reddit and going, that looks like a cremation. That looks like a cremation box of Wookie. And it was on Courtney's counter for months and months. And all of a sudden, when we asked that question on Reddit, Courtney moves it the next day. After we said, hey, is that a cremation jar? What's offensive about a question? What, like literally, what is hatred about a question? What is us being offended? What is darkness about a question? I don't understand. And I'm not saying if the dog is dying of cancer, Courtney didn't give the dog cancer. It gets worse, guys. It gets worse. I'm sorry. It does get worse. And Courtney, it gets worse. When I say it gets worse, it gets worse. I didn't think it could get worse. It gets worse.
Because she was literally not able to put on weight. And that girl literally would eat, not on purpose. It's not like I fed it to her. Y'all don't even, I need to tell you this. You need to understand that our dogs got the best. The reason why Jessie Lee's wishes were, you know what Jessie Lee said? She would say, the Range Rover is the dog's car. Wherever the dogs go, the Range Rover goes. Well, that didn't happen. We didn't need the Range Rover anyway, not a big deal.
Courtney wanted the Range Rover because wherever the dogs were, the Range Rover went. Let me rewind that. I'm sorry.
In my eyes, to fight for the dogs. And the internet was already speculating. And not you guys, obviously, but there are people that didn't like Jessie Lee. She triggered them. Her light triggered their darkness. My light triggers their darkness. They like to be little haters on the internet. And they just had this like whole thread of just talking trash and taking screenshots of my stories because she was literally not able to put on weight. And that girl literally would eat, not on purpose. It's not like I fed it to her. Y'all don't even, I need to tell you this. You need to understand that our dogs got the best. The reason why Jessie Lee's wishes were, you know what Jessie Lee said? She would say, the Range Rover is the dog's car. Wherever the dogs go, the Range Rover goes. Well, that didn't happen. We didn't need the Range Rover anyway. Not a big deal. And she said, no matter.
Apparently it was some kind of deal. Guess what? It's called a will. I'm back from eating dinner. Ma'am, you tried to take the Range Rover, so no big deal, my ass. Were the little haters? For all the time you spent with Jessie Lee, you could have spent your time helping her get a fucking will. Then you could have had your little Range Rover. She didn't even want it, you guys. She was your best friend. And you're upset about a fucking Range Rover? I might have been more upset about the dog. I might have been more upset about my friend passing away instead of, oh, well, I have the dogs and I don't have the Range Rover. It gets worse. It gets worse. I never thought that we'd see stuff like this. It gets worse. It gets worse.
No matter what, these are your dogs. That was, guys, that was, if I don't ever have, if the dogs aren't with me, they're with you. Like, you're their other parents. Like, it was us, always. Just so everyone knows.
Guess what? Just so everyone knows is get your will in order. 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 Get your will in order.
And I know everyone knows that follows me and follow Jessie Lee that close because she always said it.
When did she say it? I never heard her say it once on stories. Did y'all? I know a lot of y'all watch Jessie Lee stories. Who heard her say it? Who heard Jessie Lee say that the dogs are going to Courtney? Because I didn't. I heard Courtney say it a lot. I never heard Jessie Lee once say the dogs are going to Courtney. Jessica, did you hear it? Courtney said it a bunch. Jessie Lee never said it. I don't think. I could be wrong. Courtney put a lot of words out into the universe. Jessie Lee never said it. You think she means a Range Rover dog thing? Hold on, let me rewind it. Oh my God, I went back too far.
Is the dog's car. Wherever the dogs go, the Range Rover goes. Well, that didn't happen. We didn't need the Range Rover anyway. Not a big deal. And she said, no matter what, these are your dogs. That was, guys, that was, if the dogs aren't with me, they're with you. Like, you're their other parents. Like, it was us, always.
It was us always.
Just so everyone knows, and I know everyone knows that follows me and follow Jessie Lee that close, because she always said it.
If it's not me, it's you. Oh, Jessie Lee was unable to accept the fact that she was dying. She would never agree to a will.
Whenever she got diagnosed, she started doing her, putting her wishes down on a paper for her will that was not signed, was never legal, so everything went to the next of kin, and then it went to the estate, and then it went into probate, and then they had to do court with a legal person who is certified or whatever to actually, like, whatever the word is, right? Because that's how it legally has to go in the state of Texas. And I'm just saying that, but she said when she started doing that, I was like, I never had any questions for her. I didn't care about any of it. I knew that it was really, really hard for her to do it. The only thing that I asked her, I said, I just want to ask you. I know that we always talked about the dogs would go to us, and I don't even want to have this conversation with you. I just want to make sure that that's what your wishes are, because, like, and we kind of said it, and, like, it was kind of like she laughed out. She's like, of course, you know, like, of course they're going with you guys. And this is literally the dog food that we buy for them, and this one is now the one. This is so expensive. Like, they were getting, like, they started eating a different formula whenever
MAEV dog food. MAEV dog food. It's not that expensive. A 5-pound bag is $84. Is that expensive? I have a small dog, so, I mean, my dog's dog food, I feed him I guess my dog's dog food is expensive. It's $67. Just kidding, it's for 67 pounds. Just kidding. Sorry. I thought that was the same size. My dog is my dog's bag of dog food is 26 pounds. My bad. Please retract my statement.
Something happened. Some weird thing happened. It was like literally the beginning of the diagnosis for Jessie Lee. And we started feeding them this food that was like something, and then we noticed that like Wookie wasn't doing really well on it, so then we switched. And we switched to trying, because Jessie Lee and I had talked about trying this raw food that was like in chunks instead of this tube of raw food, which we've also very expensive as well, that we've always started. So this raw food, this is for anxiety and calming now, because this is Kumba's. And it literally has chunks of all of these ingredients in it. It's also made here in Texas, so it gets us really fast. And then the formula that we were using for Wookie was, wait, do we not have any more of it? Because we kept ordering it for something busted in here. Is the keto up the busted? No. Yeah, it's a root beer.
She just ate root beer exploded in the dog food freezer.
Ugh. Keto ups.
No.
I don't know, I guess they've eaten it all. But it literally said weight management on it.
No.
Like, we literally did everything that we possibly could to take and support her through this.
It gets
and she was
worse.
losing so much weight. We couldn't keep it on her. Kept trying everything that we could. And I'm going to be honest with you, that girl, bougie little sneaky Diva Lee, would literally steal pizzas, jump up on the counter. She'd act like she couldn't jump on a bed, but then she would jump up on a counter and pull down a whole ass pizza
She
that the
was
kids
hungry.
had left like open on the stovetop, and would eat the whole thing. I think I've been on here with you guys forever. Eat the whole dang thing, a whole ass pizza.
She's
I'm not
hungry.
kidding. And then would still eat her food, because I was like, well, I don't want her to not get nourishment, and I'd still feed her food because I'm like, she wasn't able to keep on weight, and the internet's saying I'm starving her. Not the internet, the haters, this hater little stupid thread is saying I'm starving her. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't go look. I had.
We didn't say you were starving her. We said she was significantly thinner. And we also said it could be because she's sick. We gave you the benefit of the doubt. If she's hungry, let her eat. Oh my God. I mean, the tomato sauce is not good for dogs, I'll tell you that.
Only looked at one point when we knew, and I'm going to say it, whenever we knew Joshua's mother and stepdad were on there talking trash. And they admitted they were talking trash. So I'm not actually, this is no hearsay. It's facts. It's literally in the screenshots. I got the receipts to prove it.
It's, hearsay is a court thing. Like, they show up in the live chat all the time. Okay. Wait for it, it gets worse.
So, that was the only reason we were ever even looking in this thing, to see what was being said. And then people, and anything outside of that, people would screenshot if they found it or they heard about it, and they would send it to us. So I don't even know how I found this, but like I saw this and like I thought you should know.
Read.
And I was like, what the heck?
You
like,
read.
People are saying this.
She's
I
talking
would even
about
have
Reddit.
people coming into my inbox and trying to, from that, and like trying to tell me I'm doing something wrong. And I'm like, do you guys understand? She has cancer.
We
Like,
knew.
she's had cancer for almost, 8 months, 9 months, 10 months at this point. And then she ended up starting to get the tags again that we needed to get surgically removed. And I kept telling her, like, we gotta go take care of this. We gotta go take care of this right now. So we ended up getting surgery for her to remove them. We went.
How long did you wait to remove the tags? But she was saying, we gotta go get this removed. We gotta go get this removed. We gotta go get this removed. Might have questions. Amelia, it gets worse.
To Europe, all of the things. We actually ended up separating around that time, and by January he had ended up moving down the street, which is very, very close, so it works out for our co-parenting. And Madeline's birthday was January 11th, and I just kept telling Joshua, I was like, we gotta take her in. We gotta take her to the vet. But I was just like, I knew they couldn't do anything. And she wasn't like whining in pain. And I was like, it was getting really, really late. I was like, tomorrow we have to take her in. It's time. Like, we have to go. And I was up really late. And it had just crossed over to January 16th. Literally 4 months to the day. Or that day was January 16th. It had just crossed over into January 17th. And it was like Wookie jumped off the bed. And she had already had and we had to take her in because she wasn't keeping anything down, and she was losing control of her bowels. And at this point she was like driving and like, and the kids were at Joshua's house, and I gotta go now. We can't wait. Like, she can't sit. She's not moved. Like, she won't sit. She won't even lay back down. And we were at the emergency vet. We had to call a couple of them. And we were at the emergency vet at like 2 a.m. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't go in. I couldn't be the one. And like, when it came to Jessie Lee, Joshua was with the kids. So like, he didn't even get to have hardly any time with her in the hospital at all, because he knew she needed me. She told him actually in the little time that they had together, like barely like 20 minutes. And he had to share it with her mom. So it was.
He had to share it with her mom. It's 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 Jessie Lee's mom. Jessie Lee was dying, and you're making it an issue that he had to share time at her bedside as she's passing? That she's sharing time? That Josh is sharing time with Jessie Lee's mom Go away. I cannot. Like, the fact that Jessie Lee's mom was gracious enough to share time with Josh. Jessie Lee had just, during the time that Jessie Lee was sick, they had reconciled. And Courtney's making it a big deal and putting any kind of thing on Jessie Lee's mom. Are you... I say this not to, like, ruin y'all's life, but it gets worse. Oh my God.
It's even just like me and him together, you know? Because I went out with the kids in the car. And she said, our wife is so good to me. She's the only one who can keep me calm.
Our wife? Did she just say our wife is so good to me? She's the only one that can keep me calm? I'm sorry. No. That is a dysregulated, unhealthy relationship. Jessie Lee inserted herself into every single relationship on the empire. It was unhealthy. Oh my God. Just gear up, gear up, gear up. Keep yourself calm, dude. Get a therapist, both y'all. Get a therapist for your kids. For your kids' sake. Do it for your kids. Your kids deserve to have emotionally agile parents. Yeah, I think she said our wife. Hold on, 136.39. Let me go to 136.
She told him, actually, in the little time that they had together, like barely like 20 minutes. And he had to share it with her mom. So it wasn't even just like me and him together, you know? Because I went out with the kids in the car. And she said, our wife is so good to me. She's the only one who can keep me calm.
She said, our wife is so good to me. She's the only one who can keep me calm. If Jessie Lee would insert herself into the relationships of all the married people, she would do it with one of the ladies who went to Amare, her and her fiance, Courtney and her husband, Lots of other people. It gets worse. Stop it. Get some help. Yeah. Yep.
And because I got to be there in those moments with Jessie Lee, it was almost like I just knew it had to be Joshua, and I didn't even feel like I could do it. And then I felt guilty because I felt like I should be there with her. And it was, I think, meant to be like that, because he said he rubbed on her, and he was like sitting with her, and she still wasn't sitting, and he looked at her and he said a couple of different things that I can't remember, and I was like, you get to go be with Mom, it's okay to go. And before that, I remember that he said thank you. He said thank you so much for loving our baby so much, and for being there for our kids. And Katie grew up with her. Lincoln knew her all his life. He first met her when he was 6 months old, or no, 12 months. And then he spent a week with her when he was 18 months old, and then we moved there when he was almost 2. Or no. Then he spent a week with her when he was like a little over a year. And then we moved there when he was 18 months old. We moved here when he was 18 months old. And Madeline was 3. And then 4. 3.5. Or like a little over 3, then 3.5, and then 4 in those moments. Like, our babies grew up with them. And long story short, we didn't win in the court
DJ.
case. It was determining who had ownership over the dogs, and it was the estate's ownership that was passed to someone else. And that someone else, the only way that they can come get these dogs from me is if they take legal action. That they would actually have to submit a lawsuit in the civil court of the county that I live in, and they would have to contact the sheriff's department to come get me, and in which case they would be going up against Texas state law. And I've had possession of these dogs now for almost 2 years, and no one's tried to get them.
Tell me more. How much would they have to pay to get the dogs? You could give the dogs back. Courtney could give the dogs back. Courtney could have given the dogs back at any time. Look at the smug look on her face. Courtney, if Courtney ever watches this, and I'm sure she would not, I'm too small of a creator for her to watch any of this content. Look at the smug. You can regulate yourself. They weren't her dogs. Good night, you Russell. They weren't her dogs. You can go. I'll have to find the court documents. I'll have to ask. It's so much money. It's so much money. It's so much money. She could do the right thing. And she won't. She's not telling the truth. She's not telling the whole story. Its emotions are signposts for core values. And I know crying is regulatory. Honesty is important to me. She's not telling the truth. She's not telling the whole truth. And she's about to say something that's awful. Integrity is important to me. And how smug she is right here compared to what she's about to say is disgusting. So, just buckle up.
Because I forgot to finish that part. But Joshua looked at her and said thank you and loved on her and like thanked her for multiple things. And then he said, it's okay, you get to go be with Mom. And then she looked at him and she finally laid down for the first time in like 3 hours. Because I held her on my lap in the car and wrapped her up in a towel, or I had her wrapped in a blanket. And it was January 17th at 2 a.m., right after the 16th, and I told him, I said, I think I held on for too long, like she should have gone in. And he goes, no, she was holding on too. And now she gets to meet with Mom. And I keep seeing 33, 13, 30, 13.3. So, the next, I go to sleep, you know, I wake up on the 17th, and then on the 19th, this happened. I read the caption already. In my house, and it was really cloudy all day long, and every single day I wake up and I go out and I ground and I do my morning routine and a journal. And I've actually been off my game for too long right now, but that's what I was doing. And I was literally like 4 weeks into it at this point. And that day it was cloudy and I hadn't actually like gone outside yet, but I got up and I got fully ready and mixed my ketones and was like, went out and put my feet, but I didn't actually get my sun. I do 15 minutes in the sun, but the sun hadn't come out yet.
I don't want to listen to her sing.
Rivers rising with you, I'm all in. Low in your glory, see places you. Now, there's a point right here, right there. I noticed the sun came out and I get so excited. And so I start walking outside to go put my, take me to the river, I will swim. And I'm like, oh my God, the sun's out. And here it is right here.
I will swim. And it's raining? Take me to the...
And because the song was River, it was like, it was raining. And in this moment I said, so I'm writing the story on it of like, why can't I? It says, I felt so much confirmation, love, and joy that it overwhelmed me. I felt my best friend with me, but I was like telling what was going on, like on top of the captions, but no one actually really knew.
Oh my God.
What I was actually going through, because I couldn't tell the internet yet. And I got so many compliments on just like this having such like an authentic moment and just sharing it the way that I did. Oh, here it is. Like, why can't I drag? Yeah, I'm like saying I have a full wake-up routine, sunshine. I was feeling emotionally drained. I still did my full routine and journaled. However, it was overcast until this very moment, so I couldn't get the sun in that I do every single day for 15 minutes. And so I run I had been speaking to my angels and praying in meditation, and singing and dancing is meditation. Immediately feeling the shift, like as I feel the sunshine, and then immediately I notice that it's raining, and that's when I felt the confirmation. So,
Okay, here it comes.
what an end to close this. What a journey we've taken going live. I tried to tell you all this in my stories one time. I still, like, I did it, and like I told you I was going to come back until you share the second part with you, and then I never did. And it was like literally 17 stories long or something like that. It was crazy. And then it was a break, and I was going to share another 17 stories with you to share what I just shared with you. And I couldn't do it. And I remembered somebody telling me, I think it was Anna, and she said, if you're meant to share it, you'll share it. And when you're meant to share it, you'll know. Don't do it for anyone else.
Don't be a coward.
So there have been some of you that have been in my inbox, and I just felt like I could tell you that, you know, sadly she had cancer and could no longer have control over her bowels. Of course, I just couldn't. Make me laugh in this moment.
Wait for it.
But I haven't said it publicly until now. That we had to put her to sleep. And for a long time I had her in the videos with me in this beautiful box. And I would love to be able to just have her, ask for the permission to get her placed next to Jessie Lee in Maryland. But I haven't even been able to tell her family because so I had her behind me for a while in my videos, and then I moved her, and now she's next to Jessie Lee's photos. And anyway, that's all for now. Ciao, ciao. I love you all. Thank you.
I haven't been able to tell her family I wanted to put her next to Jessie Lee. So she told the internet before she told her family. You had the audacity to steal 2 dogs. You somehow pulled some type of courage from somewhere in your soul to have some type of stand, to have some type of backbone to keep the dogs. And you lost that backbone when the dogs that the daughter of the family that loved her, the family that buried her, who would have wanted to know that the dog of said daughter passed away. You were too scared to tell them. The daughter whose ashes you tried to steal, allegedly. You somehow feel bad and scared about reaching out to them. Oh my God. So that's what happened. It's my hope that Wookie got the care that she needed in the last part of her life. It's my hope that she got the same kind of care that she would have gotten from Jessie Lee. It is my hope that she got timely care that she would have gotten from Jessie Lee. It's my hope that Courtney figures out how to find motivation from the shame of not telling Jessie Lee's family that Wookie has passed away. It's my hope that she gives Kumba back to Jessie Lee's family because she could set aside the money that Jessie Lee's family would be required to pay her. She could set aside all of the hoops that Jessie Lee's family would have to jump through to get Kumba back. She could. So, let me play the wedding kazoos for Ginger for the 50th anniversary for Ginger's parents. I think that'll be a good send-off. And if you need to regulate, go regulate yourself. Hydrate. Don't forget your meds. Do what you need to, since this was a heavy stream. Holy mother forking shirtballs. I don't know what to say other than what did we get ourselves into? Oh my god. Thanks for surviving the stream with me. Don't forget to lick it. If you want to cry with me, feel free to subscribe. I don't normally cry this much, but sometimes I do. A free way to support the channel is subscribing. If you want to be a part of the members and support the channel monetarily, you can become a member. I'm trying to see Kazoo Orchestra. I think that's it. We do a lot of members only live streams, and we are also infiltrating a cult on the 21st, so that'll be fun. All right.